Hello, everyone. I hope you're all as happy to be here as I am. This is such a wonderful occasion, being able to get together in person again and celebrate not only the accomplishments, but our students, but the accomplishments of everyone sitting in this room today. I want to start off with a few thank yous and congratulations, starting with the raisers. It's because of you that a guide dog's journey is possible. You start that journey, you begin the bond, you're the foundation. You teach them the skills that they need ultimately to become guide dogs. Thank you for all that you do. To the class instructors, Susan, Kat, and Shannon, thank you so much for supporting the full potential of our students and making sure they have everything they need. I know I'm speaking for everyone when I say it truly does feel like a community when you're in class and that your individual needs are always met. Next, I want to say a huge thank you to our wonderful kitchen staff for feeding us too much. The food is delicious. We can't seem to get enough of it. And as you can tell by our appetizer hour or our appetizer social and our dinner later for graduates and raisers, they're absolutely wonderful, again, with making sure that everyone is supported and has what they need. I want to thank also everyone who made this graduation possible and have supported us from the start. It's not easy to revive graduation after a pandemic, and yet we've all worked together as a team to make it happen. I last but certainly not least want to thank our wonderful donors. If there's any of you listening, it's because of your generous support that we're able to do what we do in the first place, and we're able to help these dogs and these graduates succeed. There are moments when we feel like we're standing on a precipice, the edge of something new, exciting, maybe even a bit nerve-wracking. We have the choice to stay put or take that leap of faith. We can stand there wondering what could have been, or take the chance. Every day, we're confronted with decisions that could alter our lives, and it is those decisions that form the stepping stones along our journey and define who we are. The graduates joining us in this room today have turned the page to their next chapter. They have actively chosen to embrace independence, confidence in their abilities, and above all, teamwork. Joe, Alexis, Tanya, Jesse, and Nicole found their individual strides alongside four-legged partners. They continue to navigate the transition from white cane to dog or from one guide dog to another. That adjustment requires a lot of patience. There are challenges as you work to establish the bond that is so crucial to the guide dog team. But I've watched these graduates look into the future ahead with smiles on their faces and courageous mindsets. In 2 weeks, they've already been able to build relationships with their dogs that are obvious to anyone walking by. To the raisers, you have conquered many obstacles in your own right. There were times when your puppy decided to develop selective listening skills, tried to put everything in sight into their mouths, including your fingers, and just, well, exhausted you. And yet you never gave up. You poured your heart into your puppies because you believed in their potential. You believed they would grow up to make a difference in someone's life. I don't know how you do it, but you always manage to keep your best foot forward. You inspire our dogs to seek loyalty, affection, praise for a job well done, and just a few treats along the way. You provide the foundation for the skills and exposure that guide dogs need in order to be successful with their handlers. We could not be more grateful for all that you have accomplished. From puppyhood to training and to this celebration, we've all played a tremendous role in the mission of Guiding Eyes. Repeatedly, we have worked together to empower one another in the pursuit of the same goals. The theme of determination runs strong with the Guiding Eyes community. Through a global pandemic, kennel cough outbreak, and other unforeseen circumstances over the past few years, we persevered. I'm personally honored to be part of a group of people who were never rattled in heart and spirit, who care so deeply about the success and well-being of all graduates, staff, volunteers, and dogs. When these 5 graduates leave our campus, they will have to speak up for themselves a lot more. Not only will they be voicing their needs as blind and visually impaired individuals, but they will also be advocating on behalf of their rights and safety as a guide dog team. My fellow graduates and I continue to face consistent discrimination by Uber and Lyft. Drivers are not proactively educated on laws such as the ADA, let alone their own company policies, for example. This causes us to be late for appointments, job functions, school, and other activities, not to mention the emotional toll of frustration and hurt. Additionally, there has been a disturbing increase in the lack of uneducated employees at stores or restaurants. When we advocate against these ignorant practices, we take a stand for all that we have accomplished as a guide dog team, that we have achieved as a Guiding Eyes community. There is pride in being a Guiding Eyes graduate, puppy raiser, staff member, or volunteer. We use that pride in everything we have witnessed from a guide dog team's journey to educate our communities and emphasize inclusivity and diversity. We can all advocate to make a difference in the guide dog handler experience. So, when you find yourself on that next precipice, take a second to reflect on and genuinely appreciate the steps that you have taken to get to this point and the opportunities of growth that lie in front of you. Think about what the Guiding Eyes mission means to you and how you can carry this motivation into other aspects of your life. The beauty of a guide dog team is the symbol of trust, loyalty, and perseverance. It is a statement of we have, we can, and we will conquer the obstacles in our paths, whether literally or metaphorically. We are always stronger together. Thank you. Next, I would like to introduce Gerald, our Director of Canine Development, for the presentation of Razor certificates.
Hi, and thank you all for joining us this afternoon. I'm so thankful we can come together today and celebrate the dogs, our graduates, but of course you, the Razors as well, the ones who make today possible. My name is Gerald Brennickmeyer. I'm the Director of Canine Program Development here at Guiding Eyes, and I feel very fortunate to have a job that allows me to see the puppy program, the puppies at the CDC, work with the Razors, work with the regional puppy instructors. I get to see a lot of the process, and there's a big process. Over the past 2 years, a lot has happened. We've been writing a lot of newsletters to keep you up to date on our current policies, all the changes here at Guiding Eyes. And we repeatedly asked you for patience. And then we asked you for some more patience and some more patience as we were bringing the dogs in slowly for IFTs. Many of you were willing to adjust to whatever we needed. So thank you for not only being such devoted Razors, but for being so flexible and understanding during that time. The extra time and effort put in the dogs is obvious and appreciated. Here at the training school, we get to know the dogs you raised, but we'll never know them like you do. You've spent more time with them than we ever could. You have the most influence on their development. You not only lay the foundation, but also give them the confidence to conquer whatever is put in front of them, from busy city streets to walking rural country roads. Our dogs will be at home wherever their future brings them. So today we celebrate not only the graduates, but you and all your hard work. Yes, there might be some tears as we gift the gift of a guide to someone else, but to me, it's so exciting and fulfilling to be part of that process. And it only works because of people like you. Razors who are willing to get young pups and train them during the most difficult and demanding times of their lives. your willingness to open your homes to them, go to classes, show them the world, and of course, love them is what makes this all possible. So thank you again from all of us for putting a piece of your heart into these guide dogs that are here before you today. Henry Ford said, coming together is the beginning, keeping together is the process, is progress, working together is success. Today is a great example of working together to create success. Now I'd like to hand out the certificates to the raisers of the June 6th class. The Greenwood family for raising Cameron. Yvonne Rugg for raising Hedwig. Rachel LaRivie for raising Sassy. Sue Bradford for raising Sassy. And the Karen Elkin family for raising Waldo. We have Margie and Enrico Certo for raising Coach. And I'd like to mention the families who raised the dogs that were placed via home training during the same time. That is the Riley Smith family for raising Fantasia. Carrie Nishon for raising Kathleen. The Montero family for raising Kathleen. The Rand family for raising Oxford. And Lena Jonai and Pasca Naden for raising Oxford. So thank you all for making today possible and your amazing commitment to Guiding Eyes. I'd like to invite Catherine Paolo up, GDMI Placement Specialist.
Thank you, Gerald. Welcome, everyone. Just to go back on what Gerald mentioned, our home training. So I just want to acknowledge those trainings right now. First, we had Alexis Springer. She was placed with guide dog Kathleen, trained by RGDMI Kathy Rooney. Second, we had Jason Donahue, and he received guide dog Oxford, trained by Lisa Derleth. Third, Trisha Riggleman with guide dog Fantasia, trained by Dave Hagman. And Victoria Keating, placed with Colonel, trained by Melissa Smith. So the graduates before you here really have put in a tremendous amount of work, and we've told you many times how proud we are of you, but now I get to say it in front of a big group. You guys did so well. We've had so many laughs, dance parties, coffee, lots of coffee, some tears, some struggles, but we made it through. So I can't tell you guys how much fun we have had and how much we've enjoyed having you here, and welcome to the Guiding Eyes family. With one person I would like to acknowledge today is new to the training staff. Her name is Erin Murphy. Erin is a trainee guide dog trainer, so we want you to know how much we enjoyed working with you, Erin, and we have a little gift for you if you could come on up here. Thank you for all your hard work. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce our graduate speaker, Joe Schuneman.
Good evening, everybody. Oh, afternoon. Don't want it to be evening yet, do y'all? Jesse, no, Tanya, sorry. Alexis, not Alexis, and Nicole, who I always, for some reason, forget her name. A great wizard once said, it's the choices we make that define who we are. You all, along with me, have made that choice, some of you time and time again, to get a guide. It is so wonderful how all of us as one were able to bond just together, even, right away. We have our class dog Clown. Well, Jesse was always some kind of helpful thing for any one of us. And no, we are not going for a drive, y'all. I'm not driving. You're welcome. On behalf of all of us, we thank you all, raisers, teachers, for putting up with us. Especially me, I'm sorry. Each and every one of you, I think, will be scarred for life now for dealing with me. As you all go to California, North Carolina, Kentucky, where did you? Oh, Rhode Island, and back to Wisconsin. For me, I look forward to hearing what every one of you guys are doing. And I want to congratulate, even though they're not here with us, our home trainees. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. I'm Shannon. I'm a guide dog mobility placement specialist. Congratulations, everyone. And right now we are going to present our graduates with their certificates. So first we have Joe Schuneman and Coach. Nicole Novi and Hedwig. Alexis Griffin and Waldo. Tanya Gatton with Sassy. Jesse Callison with Cameron. Congratulations, everyone. I would now like to introduce Ben Colley, the Director of Client Experience, for some closing remarks.
Everybody, thanks for coming and joining us on this warm June day. Congratulations to the graduates. You guys worked really hard, and I wish you all the best of luck. Please keep in touch. We're going to conclude the ceremony now, and we have a little bit of time before dinner is served for the raisers and the graduates. So feel free to enjoy yourselves up in Rosie's or on the grounds. And we thank you very much for coming, and have a great weekend and a great Father's Day. So we'd like to ask the raisers to give the graduates a chance to exit the room first. And we'll get you reunited upstairs, okay?